Good morning, it's MJ, the creator of the Crow Tarot and the Wise Dog Tarot, and this is the general reading for the collective using the Wise Dog for September 2nd. And I just want to say I'm so happy to be back. Oh my God, Lord knows, I miss doing this. I miss doing these dailies. And although it was lovely to get out of town, and so, oh my God, Alaska is such a beautiful place. I mean, the air was so crisp. Life was very pleasant for that week. I really did miss doing this and doing what I love to do, which is creating the artwork and being here. So let's see what the pups have in store. And I feel like we returned and there's so much going on. I was in a bubble for 7 days, and I mean, without much in the way of internet access, so or cell phone service. And so I came back and I was just like, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, so let's see what the first card the pups bring in. Real fast, I just want to, I know sending thoughts and prayers is about as useful as a horse in a hospital, but let's, all maybe collectively send some good energy to our friends in the Southeast who may be experiencing some pretty rough weather today and tomorrow. So, all right, let's see what the first card is. So we start ourselves off here with this Ace of Wands. And I'm going to have to go back and look at what cards were pulled when I did the extended reading, but I have a feeling I feel like this was one of them. Anyway, this is our current situation. This is what we're working with today, this energy that we're drawing to us. And this is a time of perhaps envisioning what life could be like ahead and preparing for a journey. I mean, this could be like a literal journey if you're planning on going on a vacation. But it could also just be a life journey that you're ready to start something new, and there's a new beginning here. And the clouds seem to be this fog. This is San Francisco, this card, the background for this card. And so I just imagine that fog lifting, like if it may stay during the day, but then around 2 o'clock, all of a sudden things clear up. That's kind of what I have going on here, where perhaps it might have felt foggy, but now things are clearing up. And because they're clearing up, you're able to get a clearer picture of where you want to go. You're able to visualize in your mind's eye that which, would bring you joy, that, the path that you want to walk down, metaphorically speaking. So let's see what energy is coming to us in the form of an external influence. Here we have this childlike wonder and perhaps feeling connected to that old timiness, of the past, perhaps, like when you're feeling nostalgic. This is like where your intuition is coming into play, and it's kind of creating this like whirlpool of energy around you that you can get caught up in very easily. Yeah, it's like however this is, whatever journey this is pointing towards, I feel like what is going to happen is it's going to help you reconnect with that inner youngster, that part of you that likes to play in the water, perhaps play in your emotions. You will be getting little signs along the way, perhaps, as well. Here we have a songbird sitting here. And so, to me, that speaks to having this guidance, feeling guided along your path with this Ace of Wands, getting the messages from above, and then allowing yourself to slip into that feeling. Like, remember when you were a child and it was like things just seemed to happen, and it was like you just were like, okay, it's like this is another adventure, or I'm going to spend the afternoon examining all the rocks on the beach, where you really didn't have an agenda. You just kind of just went along with things. And there was a sense of wonder during this time. I kind of get that vibe here where it's like you're going on this journey, you're getting this new path that's opening up, and you're approaching it. If you take in this energy of the Six of Cups, if you approach it from a place of wonder, of uncovering each rock and just, expecting to find a treasure under each one. Like, have you ever seen like how a kid, when they're at the beach and they turn over a rock and they discover a little crab under there, how delighted they are, right? It's like, it's just a little crab. Like to you and me, maybe we're just like, oh, look at that. Okay, it's a crab. But to this child, it's like, oh my God, it's the greatest treasure. And so that's the vibe I get here with this, is that this journey that you're moving towards is going to be one where every rock you uncover, you're just going to be like, wow, look what we have going on here today. Look at this. This is amazing. And so this is where you're also going to feel this connection, this pull with your intuition, this little fish here in this little whirlpool. And that's where you're going to get that, like the download, like the inspiration. So let's see what advice these dogs bring to us. And then maybe we can tie this whole story together. Interesting. So we have this Emperor coming in, and so the message I get with this is, yes, have fun. Yes, enjoy the process. But remember that you do have responsibilities and you will be held accountable for your actions. So as though, it's like you may want to go on this trip or this new path and explore and have a wonderful time and just revel in, all the stimuli that's all around you, right? And just being excited by what you experience. However, this Emperor card is coming in and saying you're still on a mission here. It can be fun. This trip can be fun, and you can approach it from this point of like that childlike wonder. However, you will have to respect the process and move in a direction where where you're the authority. And this is like the child who's the authority here. It's like that can cause some tension and some friction. If you have a little tyrant on your hands. And so this is where you need to sort of find that balance between the mature Emperor and the child within. And so you're going on this great new journey. Allow wonder to come in, but don't get caught up in, I guess, frivolity, right? I mean, this is like, don't get caught up in, emotions. The wind just like blew that door. Wow. It's like, this is where you can allow yourself to have some playtime. However, you do have a job to do. And when you do this job and you walk down this path, perhaps enjoying the process, but still staying on task, right? This is where you don't, go off on, a little excursion because it's like, you feel like the whim to do so. This is where you can kind of dial back that child, while still enjoying the process. Because when you do this, that's where you're going to get the golden apple, right? This is where you're going to find that success. So there's like a marriage here between, being free and nostalgic and wanting to just embrace life from that, from the perspective of a child, and just, perhaps throwing all the responsibilities out the window while you pursue something new. However, this Emperor is going to stand up and he's going to say, oh, no, not today. This isn't how it works. Have your playtime, but at the end of the day, you need to show me your work. You need to show me everything that you've accomplished for you to get this apple. And so that's That's the vibe I'm getting here with this reading, is that we have this wonderful path that's unfolding in front of us. And if you pay attention to the signs, you'll see it. It's like it will appear to you. But you need to be aware, and you need to stay in touch with your intuition, and new beginnings will emerge. And in that new beginning, you're going to feel a lot more lighthearted, and you're going to feel a connection to that inner child that just wants to play, and you're going to find that things seem new and fresh perhaps, and it's like you're learning things all over again. It's like you're remembering what it's like to enjoy the process, and you're enjoying the journey itself, where you are perhaps uncovering things and looking underneath the rock and discovering the little hermit crab there, was hiding underneath. And so this time of wonder is great for those of you, who find it difficult to reconnect with their inner child. So this energy is right here. It's waiting for you to take hold. But just remember that you will be held accountable, that this emperor is here, and he's going to just, he's going to be perhaps that obstacle here and there that teaches you a lesson, that stern father, that has you in by curfew, that kind of thing. So keep in mind, though, this is as stern or as strict an energy this is, it's holding you accountable so that you grow. This is all part of the process. If we're never held accountable for things, then we would all just, nothing would ever get done, right? So this is where something is going to come in. Somebody may come in and say, hey, yes, enjoy your time. Have a great time, please. But remember, you're on task here, and you're an adult. So you can't spend all your time behaving like a child, but enjoy yourself, enjoy the process, connect with your intuition, allow for that feeling of play, that allows for play to come in, because when you let go of the reins a bit in your life and you allow for some just downtime, you're going to find inspiration. That's where inspiration is going to come in, but just don't let it take over. And so I feel like this Emperor energy here is coming up to tell you, use your intuition. Know when you're spending too much time in that place, of the past, where you want to, we all want to spend our afternoons in an inner tube, like floating around in a river, like we perhaps did as a kid, but then there's work that needs to be done. So this is where you can kind of balance those times, but use that time when you're in play to tap into your intuition, where you'll get ideas. That's where this download is happening here. So anyway, I hope this reading makes sense. Much love to you. I'm so happy to be back. And I will talk with you if you're over on Patreon. I'll see you in just a few minutes. And if not, I'll talk with you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.